Hello there viewers, and welcome once again to Break Free TV, the place to love, laugh and live. You know what, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you that has sent back such productive feedback. I'm very, very grateful, because you know what, no man is an island and every little matters. And also thank you to those that have sent those warm, heartfelt messages and have really connected with the topic that I spoke about. And that's the whole point of Break Free TV, because there's so many people going through so many different things, and they just want to know that somebody out there understands, somebody out there cares, and somebody out there has actually been through what they're going through and is able to overcome it. And it, you know, it's showing me that I'm on the right path here, and I want to say thank you so much. And I want you to keep subscribing, keep sharing, because you know what, somebody out there is waiting for this encouragement. You know what, on that point, let me just say one thing I've realized in life is that the people that go higher and go further and elevate more are the people that are teachable. Please, in all that you're doing, be teachable. Don't assume you know it all. Don't assume that what you're doing is the best of what you can do, because there are people out there that have done this already. They've experienced it. They have the ideas, they have the know-how. They may not have the PhD and they might not have a doctorate, but guess what? Life experience is the best teacher. Life experience is the best teacher. And many of you, you're not speaking out, you're not doing what you're really being put on this earth to do, because you're thinking, I'm not qualified. Listen, the people that are best qualified are the people that are living it, the people that have experienced it. You see, there are people that can read text, they can read the books, and they can learn about things, but until they've been put in that specific situation, they've not had the first-hand knowledge about it. So your experience qualifies you. Your experience qualifies you to have the know-how, to go out there and help people, to go out there and talk to people. But you need to be teachable, because you're not always going to get it right. But you need to be open and be flexible to take criticism, to take points, to take tips and build on it. And you'll realize from doing that, you become excellent at what you're doing. So please, just keep that in mind. Please do be flexible, be teachable, be open-minded to things that people are going to be put in your direction. Today, I want to share something with you, and I just want to explain something briefly. When I started this TV channel, my main point was to actually get people on that have gone through an experience and talk about it, so people can learn from what they're going through. And but one thing I realized, I thought to myself, you know what, Michelle, people don't know you. There's a lot of people don't know about you. People see you, you're laughing, you're bubbly, you're just living your life. And then you open your mouth and you start to speak, and people start wondering, I didn't know that. You know, and so when you start a TV channel to say you're going to talk about overcoming challenges, and they're thinking, she hasn't gone through anything in life. But it's just because they didn't know. So for the first few episodes that I've been doing, I've been mainly speaking about my experiences, my challenges that I have had to overcome. And after that, I will be addressing many challenges from different people that have gone through things. They're still going through and they've overcome. Some are still on that journey to success. So for the first episodes, I'll be using it to tell you more about me, tell you more about my background, and more about some of the challenges that I've overcome. You know, one of the things that I will be speaking about, which will be a help to parents, is maybe dealing with children that are challenging. Their behavior is very challenging. I have as I've told most of you, or some of you, I have a son that's been diagnosed with ADHD and autism, and that's a massive challenge, and that's something that I will be covering later on in a further episode. But today I just wanted to share something with you. You know, I was born in London in the UK, and at the age of 3, I went to go and live in Jamaica with my grandparents. See, they were living in the UK, and my granddad had an accident lost his sight, and being the bubbly, fun going out person that he was, he couldn't do a lot of things that he used to do, and he just decided, you know what, I want to go back home. He just wanted to go back and stay in the sunshine. And because my mum and my dad separated when I was quite young, so my grandparents more took care of me while my mum went to work. So in the end, I just went really to have a holiday, to spend a holiday with them, and I ended up living there. Going there, you know that it's a mosquito land. Yeah, if you've not been, please, when you're preparing to go, bring your repellents. Anyway, I went, and mosquitoes loved me. They really did feast on me, and it made me become very ill because the bites actually got infected, and I had a very, very long ongoing illness with these bites. They became sores all over my body, especially my legs. So I more or less had to be having injection every other week because it was coming to a point where they were saying it's going to be affecting my kidneys and all the whole works. But the challenge in this was, just imagine being in a country, everything is new to you, you're looking for new friends, new people. At first, people are rushing to get to know you because, oh, you know, you're the girl from England, and, you know, you're speaking a different way, and people are excited. They want to get to know you. And then the bites happened, and then I went from being the girl that people wanted to know to the girl that people wanted to stay away from. And it was a challenge in itself because I would go to school, and I mean, I'm trying not to paint too awful a picture, but just think about being covered in sores, some so big to the point that my leg was swollen. There was things running out, and so just think. I don't want to go too deep to give that ugly picture, but I just want you to think about it. And I would go to school, and kids wouldn't want to sit beside me because of it. They were disgusted by it. In some ways, who could blame them? You know, but I felt so alone. Because I loved school. I loved learning. I was a bookworm. I still am, but I was a bookworm. You know, you saw me, you saw a book. And kids didn't want to be around me. Kids didn't want to be seen with me. They didn't want to play with me. And kids are kids, you know, but obviously what they did, it affected me. And the reason why I am bringing this up is because I just want you to realize that in your life journey, things may happen that will cause you to be either stigmatized, ostracized, or segregated. And sometimes what happens is at that point you then start to focus on that problem. See, if I had taken that on board, if I'd taken this situation on board, I would have started to cry to say I don't want to go to school. The education that I've now achieved, I wouldn't have achieved it. But I loved work so much. I loved learning so much. I loved books so much. I decided to not pay that any mind. I decided to focus on becoming one of the highest achievers in the class. That kept my mind busy. That kept my mind off worrying about who didn't want to sit beside me, who wanted to talk to me, who didn't want to talk to me. Don't get me wrong, I did feel hurt by it, but I didn't let it be the focus of my attention. And you know what? Being one of the highest achievers in the class, it then made people want to draw to me. People wanted to learn from me. People wanted to know me. People wanted help with their homework. People wanted to copy from my book. And the thing is, when I look back now, I have all of those people that used to say, oh, she's full of sores. Oh, that girl is full of sores. Oh, I don't want to sit beside her. Those kids, they don't even remember what they did. And a lot of them, they're still my friends today. So you see, circumstances come, guys, and they go. It's for you to decide to focus on what is important. Because you know what? Distractions are going to come to make you take your eye off the goal. And it's for you to channel yourself to say, that's not the direction I was going. So you need to have that goal in place, because my goal was to be one of the highest achievers in the class. That kept me on point, that kept me focused, because that is what I wanted to achieve. You see, they have a saying that say, if you don't know what you're standing for, you will fall for anything. So if you don't know what it is that you're making your goal, making to be your goal, any distraction that comes along, you're going to go along with it. I knew what my goal was. I knew what my purpose was for going to school. That was to learn. And for me, my goal was to be the highest achiever in the class. And we had other children that they were as bright and they had the same goal, and it helped to keep me focused, because I would have a year when I would be the head of the class, there would be another person the following year, so it was an ongoing competition. What is your competition? Is it the circumstance that you're going through? Is it the challenge? Because if that's your competition, you need to focus on what the winning line is. What is the finish line? What is the goal? What is the outcome? What is the result? Because if you allow your circumstance to pull you down, if you allow that challenge to pull you down, then who won? So if your challenge is your competition, ask yourself today, if my challenge is a competition between me and my challenge, who is going to win? You see, when you look at it like that, you will develop more strength to fight. Because do you want your challenge to be the winner? No, you need to be the winner. So in order to do that, you need to focus on what is important. You see, your situation that is segregating you at the moment, that is stigmatizing you, it might not be the source that I had. It could be something different. Maybe you're having difficulty to read, and you're saying to yourself, well, I can't achieve what I want because I can't read. You still can. Maybe your challenge is, oh, they've said I have ADHD, so I'm limited to what I can learn. Don't worry, I have a story coming up for you about that. Because you see, my son, he was told that he would never get higher than a level 3 in his SATs in primary school. And I can tell you that my son left primary school with all level 5s, 1 level 4, no level 3s. So you can decide if your challenge is gonna say who you are. You can decide if your situation and your circumstances is gonna say who you are. Or you can decide to make a statement about yourself. So what is your statement? My statement is, I'm an overcomer, and I'm going to rise above any situation and any challenge that comes my way. And the ones that I failed at in the past, I'm going to use the downside of those challenges to renew the upside of my life. That is what I'm doing now, talking to you about stuff that I have gone through. You see, someone once said, it's either you allow your pain to remain your pain, or you're going to allow your pain to become your passion. I've allowed my pain to become my passion because I enjoy talking to people about the stuff that I went through. You know why? Not because I want to be a martyr, no. But the reason is I want you to see that if I went through what I went through and overcame it, you can too. Please do remember that life is what you make it, not what others make it. Life is what you make it. And if you have a story to share, if you have a challenge that you've been through, please do get in touch with me via email at Michelle Watson. So that's Michelle Watson at breakfreemw.com. Michelle Watson at breakfreemw.com. Somebody is waiting to hear your story, and I'm happy to show it here on Break Free TV. So please do get in touch if you were available for an interview, just to share with people what you've been through and something that you know can truly inspire and help people. please do get in touch with me. Once again, thank you for spending this short period of time to watch Break Free TV, the place where you overcome and rise above. You need to turn the downside of your challenges into the upside of renewing your life. Bye. Take care. See you on top.